Can you spot the mystery behind this story? I fell asleep on the train, and when I opened my eyes, I noticed a woman was sleeping with her head on my shoulder. She had long black hair and was rather cute. Not creepy black hair like Sadako. It was really pretty. To be honest, it wasn't an awful feeling. So I sat there like that as the train went on. My stop was still a way off, so it was fine. 2 or 3 stations passed, and just myself and the woman on my shoulder were left in the train. I wondered which station she was getting off at, and wondered if I should wake her up. As I went to move her, I suddenly heard, "Don't move." It was the woman with her eyes closed, resting her head on my shoulder. She went on, "I just want to stay like this a little longer." It was a little strange to hear that from someone I'd just met, but I wasn't stupid enough to ask a woman why she'd say such a thing. So I sat there quietly and lent her my shoulder. However, as we got closer to my station, I began to worry. So I asked her, "Which station are you getting off at?" "The station where I fall off?" she asked. "No, not the station where you fall off. The station where you get off." "The station I get off at is the station I fall off at." I couldn't understand what she was saying. She continued, "The station you get off at is the station I fall off at." Was she perhaps considering suicide? I wondered. Was she going to jump off and kill herself at the station I got off at? I was concerned, so I said to her, "You're not allowed to fall." She replied threateningly, "When you get off, I'm going to fall." There was nothing I could do, so I said to her, "Well then, I won't get off." "Thank you. You promise?" "If you break it, you'll also fall," she said to me happily. Her words scared me, but keeping her calm took first priority. "Of course, it's a promise," I said, thinking of nothing but stopping her from killing herself. The train shook. I looked down at the woman, and suddenly I understood all of her strange words and actions. But it was too late. If I got off, she would fall. Then I would fall too. So, did you catch it? The woman was already no longer of this world. Her head had been separated from her body. By the time the young man made his promise, so was his. Hey guys, this is your host Tara A. Devlin, and welcome to another episode of Kowabana, true Japanese scary stories from around the internet. Today we're going to look at one of my favorite urban legends, that of Kisaragi Station. This is perhaps one of the most famous urban legends to come out of Japan in recent years, and like the majority of stories we cover on this show, it first appeared on the Japanese forum Nichan. It was posted in real time by a user named Hasumi, who boarded a late-night train to go home, but found herself at an unknown station named Kisaragi. As she appealed to other users for help, she relayed what was happening as it happened. But things kept getting stranger and stranger, until finally... Find out what happens in Kisaragi Station. It might just be my imagination, but do you mind if I talk about something? Sure, go ahead. What happened? I just got on the train, but something's off. Okay. It's the train I always take to and from work, but it hasn't stopped at any stations for about 20 minutes now. It always stops every 5 minutes, or at most every 7 or 8, but it hasn't stopped at all. There are currently 5 other people on board, but they're all asleep. You haven't gotten off the train yet, have you? You didn't get on the express by mistake? Yeah, like you said, it's possible I got on the wrong train. I'll wait it out just a little longer. If anything else weird happens, I'll come back again. First of all, why don't you go to the front carriage and see the conductor? If he had an epileptic fit or something, that would be terrible. Go and check on him. It still doesn't look like we're going to stop anywhere, so I'll go and have a look. The blinds or something are covering the window, so I can't see the driver. I'm on a private railway in Shizuoka Prefecture. Did you knock on the window? I did, but there was no answer. Can you see outside? Can you see the names of passing stations or anything? After leaving the tunnel, the train has started to slow down a little. We don't usually pass through a tunnel though. It's the train from Shin Hamamatsu Station. Oh, it looks like we're about to stop. You're not gonna get off, are you? We're stopped at Kisaragi Station, but I wonder if I should get off. I've never seen or heard of this station before. You should get off. No, you should stay on until the last stop. I mean, the train should have started moving again by now, shouldn't it? Hasumi, what time did you get on the train? I got off. The station is empty. I got on the train around 11:40 p.m., I think. I did a search for Kisaragi Station, but nothing came up. And hang on, your train's been running for an hour now? I looked for Kisaragi Station as well, but there's nothing here. I think I should go back. I've been looking for a timetable, but I can't find anything. The train is still stopped, so I wonder if it would be safer to just get back on. Well, while I was writing that, I already got back on board. Are there any buildings nearby that look like they might have people? It's cold out there, so be careful. I'm gonna leave the station and see if I can find a taxi. Thanks. That's a good idea. Be careful. I'm doubtful that you'll easily be able to find a taxi at an empty station after the last trains have already run. There's nothing here, let alone a taxi. What should I do? Go see the station attendant, or a nearby police box. Shouldn't you call 110 for now? Why don't you call the taxi company? All you can do at this point is go to the nearest convenience store. If there's a public phone nearby, you should look up the number of the taxi company and give them a call. I called my parents to come and pick me up, but they don't know where Kisaragi Station is. They said they'd look it up on the map and then come to get me. But I'm kinda scared. What happened to the others on the train? Were you the only one who got off? Hasumi, I also tried to find Kisaragi Station on the internet, but there's nothing here. You said you were near the Shin Hamamatsu area, right? I'll see if I can find anything on Yahoo. I went to look for a public phone, but there aren't any. The other passengers didn't get off, so I'm all alone right now. The station name is most definitely Kisaragi Station. There's a chance you'll find a public phone off the station grounds. Why don't you try leaving the station? I just did a bit of investigating right now, and the kanji for oni, demon, can also be read as Kisaragi, right? So you mean demon station? That's terrifying. Are you a video game nerd? When I googled it, I found a video game. Write down the previous and next stations from Kisaragi Station. Don't say there's nothing written there. What game are you talking about? There are no previous or next stations written here. Try walking back home along the tracks. If you start running now, you can probably catch up with the train. It's a station, so there has to be people living around there. Yeah, that's right. I was panicking, so I didn't even notice. I'll follow the tracks back and wait for my parents to call. I tried looking before in the town information part of my phone, but it came up with some kind of error. I just want to go home. Whether it's a joke or not, I'm gonna work towards solving this seriously. There really is nothing around here. All I can see are grasslands and mountains. But if I follow the railway tracks, I think I can get home. So I'll do my best. Thank you. You might think it's all just one big joke, but can I come back if I run into any other problems? Of course. At any rate, take care. Of course. Just be careful your phone doesn't die. It's your lifeline right now. Don't start walking in the wrong direction, and be careful inside the tunnel. Can a phone even get reception in an area with nothing around? I think it would be better if you don't move from the station. All alone at an unmanned station on a cold night. The lights will probably turn off soon, and it'll be dark. The railway tracks are an even darker trap. There's a tunnel after that too, right? And yet, it would probably be safer to spend the night at the station. This is terribly risky. My father called. He had a lot of questions, but in the end we have no idea where I am. So he told me to call 110. I don't really want to, but I'm going to call the police and see if they can help me. I think it would be easier for you to move around once it gets brighter. Could you really wait there all night alone? In some strange, unfamiliar place? Could you pass through the tunnel all alone at night? On some strange, unfamiliar railway track? So could you keep walking through some unfamiliar street at night in the cold? I tried explaining my situation the best I could to the police, but they thought it was a joke and got angry at me. I was so scared that I ended up apologizing to them. Why did you apologize? You should call it a night. go wait at the station for the first train. What's it like around the station? Is there anything there? I can hear what sounds like the beating of drums coming from far away, mixed with the sound of a ringing bell. Honestly, I don't know what I should do anymore. Hasumi, you need to get back to the station. It's best to return to where you were in the first place when you get lost. It's about to start. Drums and bells? It's probably just a festival. You might think I'm lying, but I'm so scared. I can't look back. I want to go back to the station, but I can't turn back. Run. Whatever you do, don't look back. You can't look back at the station. You'll be taken away. Just run towards the tunnel right now. It should be closer than you think. Someone just yelled out from behind me. Hey, you can't walk along the railway track. It's dangerous. I thought it might be the station attendant, so I turned around. And about 10 meters away, there was this old guy with one leg standing there. Then he disappeared. I'm so scared. I can't move. I said don't look back. Just run. Calm down and listen to what I have to say. Try going towards the sound of the drums. There should be people there. Just where are you trying to send Hasumi? That's not it at all. Hasumi is about to be taken away. That's why I'm saying, if she can, she should go back. How come you could tell it was an old guy with just one leg? Because it's an old guy with just one leg? It's probably some guy that was hit by a train and lost his leg and then died. I can't walk anymore, but I also can't run. The sound of the drums is getting closer. Just wait for morning. Once it gets brighter, it won't be so scary. You should have gotten back on the train. I'm still alive. I fell over, and I'm bleeding. But I'm still holding onto the heel I broke. I don't want to die yet. Well, it's not like things were going to get better if you stayed in the one spot anyway. I think you'll be fine if you can get through the tunnel anyhow. When you pass through, let us know and get some help. I called home. My dad said he'd call the police for me. But the sound is getting closer and closer. Well, let's just pray that sound isn't the sound of an approaching train. Having said that, it's probably too late for that now. I did my best, and I'm somehow in front of the tunnel now. The name says Isanuki. The sound is getting closer, so I'm gonna gather up all my courage and try to get through. I'll post again once I get through safely. Good luck. This is the end. The train and the station are gone. You can't go back. There's no one to follow. The sound you hear is a phantom of your own past. Run towards the tunnel. If you stop, you'll be stuck between worlds. I've exited the tunnel. Someone's standing just ahead of me. Looks like doing what you guys suggested was the right answer. Thank you. I'm probably gonna be mistaken for a monster. My face is a mess of tears. Hasumi, wait! Don't move! Stop! It's dangerous! Who would be standing there at such a time? It's too suspicious. Sorry for making you all worry. The person was very kind and said they would take me to the closest station. Apparently there's a business hotel or something there. Everyone, thank you so much. Hasumi, there's something I want to ask you, so please answer. Where are you? Can you ask that kind person the place name? Are they really kind? They could be scarier than what's going on here, you know. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, where the hell are you? That person is dangerous. Why is someone on the railway tracks at this time of night? They must have run into you while disposing of a dead body or something. Run! I asked where we are, but he just said Hina. There's no way that could be true though. Hasumi, get out of the car! I'm sorry, Hasumi. Where is Hina? What a strange story. So, at this particular time, some suspicious old guy just happened to be there to pick up a girl walking along the railway tracks. What was he doing? We've started getting closer to the mountains now. I don't think there's anywhere for the car to stop. And he's stopped talking to me entirely. There's no reason for even a strange old dude to be up at this time. Maybe he's not talking to you anymore because you're always on your phone. Hasumi, you're in danger. Did you tell your parents to come and get you from the tunnel? Hasumi, call 110. This might be the last time you ever write anything. My battery's about to die. Things are looking strange, so I'm gonna try to run the first chance I get. He's been muttering about something I can't understand for a while now. Just so I'm ready when needs be. I'm going to make this my last post for now. After that post, Hasumi was never heard from again. Several other people have come out over the years saying that they found Kisaragi Station, but to this day no one knows what happened to Hasumi. She never posted again. Our next story for this week features another haunted train. A group of friends visit a nearby ghost tunnel, but the gruesome history of the location comes back to haunt them. Literally. Find out what happens in Dai Toa Tunnel. This story happened when I was a university student. At the time, I was a bit of a brat, and I often went to visit various ghost spots. One day, one of my friends told me, apparently there's a ghost tunnel close to here. I immediately gathered up a bunch of friends, and on the weekend we set out for the ghost tunnel. I had no idea there was one so close by. The tunnel was about a 10-minute drive from town. It was rather large, and we couldn't see the exit. A soft wind and strange sound from deep within the tunnel blew towards us. Above the tunnel, there was some writing that I struggled to read. Dai Toa Tunnel. Constructed Showa 17th year. 3rd month. 5th day. For some reason, the bricks at the edge of the tunnel had collapsed. There was an iron fence, but whether someone had tried to kick it in or not, the middle was mostly crushed. We decided to enter the tunnel through there. I looked at my watch. It was 11:30 p.m. I don't know whether the tunnel was originally used for steam trains or not, but the roof was stained black. Only the bricks of the side walls were still in good condition, considering the place had been abandoned for quite some time. At first, I was a bit nervous, but then we all relaxed, and as we started to play around, that's when something strange happened. Suddenly, the light from my handheld torch went out. I didn't know whether it was broken, or the batteries were dead, or if I'd just handled it badly, but I hit it a few times. It showed no signs of turning back on. It was a little creepy. While everyone stood there petrified, a strong wind suddenly blew from deep in the tunnel. My friends scrambled to escape. As for me, I stumbled over something as I tried to run and landed flat on my backside. I tried as hard as I could to escape, but it was like I was overcome with paralysis. I couldn't move. Then, from somewhere ahead, I could hear faint footsteps. Oh, thank God. The tunnel is still in use, and one of the workers has come to check on something. Or so I thought. And when I thought about it later, the iron fence was there to keep people out, so it was highly unlikely the tunnel was still in use. While this was happening, the footsteps slowly got louder and louder. And finally, I saw the silhouette of a person. Sure enough, the person that appeared wasn't a worker. There was a woman wearing an air raid hood, a man missing half his face, and a half mummified man with his eyeballs hanging out. I tried to run, but my backside hurt so much I couldn't even get up. I couldn't do anything but crawl backwards. Slowly, they began to close the distance between us. And just as they were right in front of me, my finger touched something. It was the thing I tripped over when trying to escape. It was a skull within a steel helmet. Normally, you would think something like that would be terrifying, but I didn't know what to think anymore. I lost my composure. I don't know why, but instinctively, I felt like the skull belonged to the people in front of me. So then I suddenly said, "It's this, right? You want this?" I don't know why those words came out, but I thought it was the only thing that would help me. The result was even better than I expected. The terrifying faces of the people started to change right before my very eyes. They became actual people. A man in his 20s wearing glasses. A man with a sash across his shoulder. A female university student with her hair in braids. It was like they were alive. Then I heard someone calling from behind me. My friends had worked up the courage to come back into the tunnel to get me. Surprised, I turned back around, but they were already gone. My friends had already alerted the police that I hadn't come out of the tunnel. The police and several people from the town hall got involved, and it became quite a big thing. Well, we'd trespassed in a restricted tunnel, so of course it did. My parents were also quite angry about it. But afterwards, I heard more about Dai Toa Tunnel from them. Dai Toa Tunnel was completed in the year following the outbreak of the Pacific War. In commemoration of the start of the war, it was named after its official name, Dai Toa Senso, the Greater East Asian War. The reason it became a ghost spot was because there was an incident there during the war. A 10-car train, 5 of which were carrying soldiers going to war, was attacked by an American military aircraft. The train was attacked just outside the Dai Toa Tunnel and derailed inside. In addition to machine gun fire, 4 rockets were fired, 3 of which hit the train. It went up in flames and overturned inside the tunnel walls. The 1 rocket that missed hit near the entrance of the tunnel. The fallen down bricks near the entrance were because of that rocket. In the end, many people burned to death, and those who survived were trapped inside the airtight space of the tunnel, only to die from smoke inhalation. Of the 500 staff and passengers on the train, only 54 people survived. The time was 11:30 p.m., August 14th, in the 20th year of Showa. The same time we went in. It was a horrible tragedy, but because it happened during the crisis of the war, over time people started to forget about it. I believe those people came out because they wanted more people to know what happened there. Dai Toa Tunnel is dangerous for children playing in the area, so discussions about knocking it down have popped up several times. However, each time it does, more and more troubles start appearing, and so work is suspended. After the incident, a large memorial monument was put in place, and the remains of the deceased were also gathered for proper burial and handling. After this, another attempt was made to try and demolish the tunnel once more. No more ghostly apparitions were seen. The demolition went smoothly, and the tunnel was destroyed. Now, only the memorial monument remains. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. If there are any other themes or stories you'd like to see in future episodes, you can let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for even more scary content in the future. Thanks guys, and we'll see you again next week for even more Kowabana, true Japanese scary stories from around the internet. Want even more scary stories? Head over to kowabana.net for new translations every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. You can also join our Patreon for exclusive stories you won't find anywhere else. Head over to kowabana.net now.